Alright, I wanted to start this speech out by thanking some people in this room. If I could do it my way, I would pick out each one of you individually and talk about how I could thank you. But Coach said I had to limit my time here to 2.5 hours. So I'm just going to get through as many as we can and see how that goes. No, but all joking aside, the first people I want to thank is my parents. They've supported me in my wrestling journey ever since it started. They're the kind of parents who, win, lose, or draw, they're just happy that I'm having fun, that I'm doing something that I like. So that's something that I'm truly thankful for. I want to thank my brother for getting me interested in wrestling, because without him, I wouldn't be here because I never would have wrestled. He was in high school, our school primary, they had a mandatory sports policy, so that was really just how it got started, because I had to. But little did I know that something I would have to do just as kind of a chore would be something that would grow into such a large part of my life. I want to thank Hope. She's very helpful and she's been so supportive. When I had to lose weight, she would help cook all the healthiest food. She would drive to any tournament, no matter the distance, and she was happy about being there all at the same time. She even put up with my parents overshooting the wrestling tournament by 30 minutes to add an extra hour in the car, and only complained for a week or so. Coach Denny, you're going to come up a lot in this speech, and I have a lot to thank you for. I thank you for the way you treat me and treat everyone in here. You lead by example, you're positive, and some of the most important lessons I've learned have been from you. How to love work, how to treat other people, and how to approach certain obstacles in life. I want to thank Coach Sheritz, for my high school coach, for helping me be here, because without him in high school, I never would have been the kind of caliber wrestler that would have been able to fit in a room like this. So I want to thank him for giving me the opportunity to be with you great people. Donnell, Coach Donnell now. You've made a large impact on my life. I lived with you when I was a sophomore, and some of the stories we had together really shaped my growth and development. You have a heart of gold, you're a friend to everyone, and everyone's happier being around you. You're such a nice person, you're so easy to talk to. It's no wonder why you have friends wherever you go. Keenan, thank you for always wanting to make me the best I can be. You compete like no one else. I remember a story when I was a freshman here. I wanted to take on the big dog in the room, which was Keenan at the time. And he didn't think that, who is this guy? So little did he know that I was going to give it 110% for one takedown. So I was able to catch him before he kind of knew what was going on. He wasn't expecting someone to just kind of go after him like that. And he didn't like that, because he knew that he was better and I caught him. So what he had to do was come at me as hard as he possibly could. But he got a little bit sloppy, and then it led to a second takedown. So I was exhausted. The minute go was over, and I was ready to call it practice, call my parents, and tell them about how well I was doing. But that wasn't how it was going to end. Being a competitor that he is, he said, "Let's go one more go." And having the pride that I have, I couldn't say no. So I probably gave up 10 or so takedowns in the next few minutes. When I was trying to pack up to catch my breath, he threw me into the curtains over there, over the table. And that attitude of always wanting to be better, never accepting second best, that's a quality I admire in you. And that'll definitely do a lot for everyone that you coach. My fellow seniors, thank you for the journey that you've allowed me to go on with you. You've been here since the beginning, and you've made this one of the best times of my life. You've all been very kind to me, all very accepting, and I'm so glad that we have such a wonderful group of people. My morning workout group, thanks for making all of my mornings boost. You make all my mornings very happy. I really enjoy getting up and getting a chance to lift weights with you guys, and your jokes and humor, you don't know how enjoyable you make that. So Mo and Logan in particular, your humor, your jokes, always encouraging me to be better. It's just a wonderful way to start the day, so thank you so much for that. The Rat Pack, I've really enjoyed spending time with you guys this year. You're also optimistic and positive. That attitude's contagious, and I thank you for that. So next I wanted to talk about how I've changed, how I've come a long way since I first arrived at Maryville. So just a little story. I think it says a lot. It was the very first tournament of my college wrestling career, except for I couldn't wrestle. So I had a skin infection and I couldn't pass through the skin check. So what I had to do was record the matches for people who were wrestling. So I spent my whole day with just the video recorder. It was tough. I didn't really want to do it. I go, why am I coming to college to wrestle just to record people? That's not too fun. But I got through it. The day was over, and we were packing up everything, and we were getting ready to go. There was a long row of bleachers. It was up pretty high. It was a really tall gym. And coach says, hey, I need you to grab something for me up there. And I go, okay. So I go up there, I grab something. He says, hey, I need something else. And this pattern goes on 2 or 3, 4 more times. And I'm thinking, oh man, I'm just going up and down. Why me? Can't somebody else do it? And so one more time he says, hey, I need you to get this up there. And I go, oh, okay, fine. Thinking that was enough. But that wasn't. So he goes, no, that's fine. Why don't you just sit there? On this team, we love work. So he starts sprinting up the bleachers. To my astonishment, I wasn't really sure what to do. I looked at everybody else with kind of a dumbstruck face with my mouth wide open. And they all look at me kind of like, what'd you do? What's going on? They said, you better catch him. You better beat him up there. So he had a good head start, but I sprinted up and we just about tied at the top. And I was going to grab what he sent me to grab, and he goes, no, don't worry, I got it. On this team, we love work. And I thought, that doesn't make any sense. So how could you love work? Work isn't stuff you don't want to do. But as time has gone on, I really see what he meant. On this team, everybody loves work. Everybody loves coming in, practicing, having a good workout, and making themselves better. So in that sense, I finally understand how everybody should love work. Another thing is Jeff and Strength Finders. Thank you so much for helping me learn a lot about myself. When it comes to new things, I'm always a skeptic. So it takes a while to win me over. At first I thought, what is this? Horoscopes maybe. But as I started reading it, I started getting further into what it meant. I couldn't put it down. I read all the strengths, I read the book, I enjoyed it. Before everyone got the 34th strengths, I decided to purchase it, and I sat down with him for about 2 hours, and he really helped me learn a lot about myself. And some of the things I learned because of my bottom strengths, I knew what I needed to do to make myself better, and I knew what talents I had that set me apart from others. So that was something that really helped me as I came to difficult obstacles. Another thing I learned in college is what it's like to live away from your parents. It's a unique experience everyone has to have, that at some point they move away from their parents. Most people at some point have conflicts with their parents. They're ready to move out. And I thought that once I moved into go to college, that everything would be, living with roommates, everyone would be on the same page all the time, and it would be an ideal paradise. That wasn't the case exactly. There are a lot of fun times, but there are also a lot of tough times. In my first week of moving into the apartments, living with Donnell, Ben, and Davey, there was a tension that brew between Zeb and Jared, in fact. In which case there was an Iowa versus Missouri brawl in our living room. And I had to take all the valuables and store them in the back of the room, all within the first week. But at the same time, that was something we had to deal with. We were brothers, but brothers like to fight, so it was something. I thought, well, now I don't have to keep everything all clean, to appease my parents. But eventually I learned the necessity of keeping things clean. Because if you don't, you might have some problems. When I lived in that apartment, there was an incident where somebody had left a piece of fruit that hadn't been thrown away. We think it was Donnell. We never were. And it attracted a group of flies that seemed to storm our apartment no matter what we did. We couldn't get rid of them. We tried burning them, trapping them, watching all kinds of videos on YouTube, but we were never able to. It took quite a while to get rid of them. But Donnell, being furthest away from the kitchen, said that it was our problem. But overall, I had such an amazing time living with you guys and going out and being an independent person. I learned a lot about wrestling. When I was a senior in high school, I was always a smaller wrestler. As I gained weight and changed weight classes, my style had to change almost every year, going from 126 pounds to 165 pounds. In about 3 years, that changes things. I'm thankful I had such good coaches that could help me totally change my style and adapt to the situation. It's been amazing to wrestle in the Maryhill singlet, to go to the dual meets with the smoke machine, the curtains, where everything is set up immaculately, where we love to work and everything is set up properly, and if it's not, we're going to do it again. The setting up for the Kaufman brand has been one of the toughest things to do. At the same time, that's where I've had some of my best matches and where I've had some of the best experiences as a Maryhill wrestler. I want to thank Coach for helping instill that attitude of there's two ways to do things, the right way and again, in me. Another thing I want to thank Coach for, something I didn't quite see the point of when I was originally here. It seemed like there were so many things focused on drug and alcohol problems. And luckily, I've been in a fortunate community where I hadn't seen problems like that. But as I draw near graduation, there are so many people who that has been the force that's kept them from accomplishing their goals. So now at this point, I finally see why it's been such an emphasis. Luckily, we're among a bunch of great people who that isn't a problem for them. Whereas in just the general student population anywhere, it's going to bring down a lot of people who are very smart, have a lot of talent, but ultimately fall into those vices. Finally, it may be a downer to end my career with concussion, but I'm so happy about how it all turned out. I'm so happy about all the things I've learned, about all the great people I've met, and I'm so happy to have met all of you. So, at the risk of sounding effeminate, after I got my concussion and I realized that I wasn't going to wrestle anymore, I read a poem in one of my classes, and it really spoke to me. And I thought it summed up my career very well, or my time here very well. Happy the man and happy he alone, he who can call today his own, he who secure within can say, tomorrow do thy worst, for I have lived today. Be fair or foul, rain or shine, the joys I possess in spite of fate are mine. Not heaven itself, upon the past is power. What has been, and I've had my hour. Thanks, everyone.